welcome to Women's Turn, the show that talks about female artists too often forgotten. I'm Raphael, and today we will be discussing a painting called The Game of Chess with our guest, Caitlin Darry, a famous specialist of Renaissance art.
Hello!
Before we start talking about the interpretation of this painting, I will present to you the artist. Sofonisba Anguissola was a 16th century Italian painter. She was one of the first women to achieve recognition as a professional artist and even the first female artist of the Renaissance to achieve international fame during her lifetime. She gained this fame across Europe for her portraits of the Spanish court because she mainly painted portraits.
But there are some exceptions. Some of her work can be described as genre painting.
But what is genre painting?
Genre painting depicts aspects of everyday life by portraying ordinary people engaged in common activities. For example, the painting we are going to talk about, The Game of Chess, which is the reason why some specialists consider Anguissola as the creator of genre painting.
This painting is one of her most famous works. She painted it around 1555 and it is on display at the National Museum in Poznan in Poland. The Game of Chess portrays two of Sofonisba's sisters, Lucia and Minerva, engaged in a game of chess outdoors. Is that right?
Yes, Lucia is on the left and Minerva on the right. Behind them stands another of her sisters, Europa, and an old housemaid watches them. Lucia is moving one of her pieces. Her smile, as well as the position of the chess pieces and the fact that she holds Minerva's queen, makes us think that she's winning. Her sister raising her hand as if to accept her defeat accentuates this impression, and so does the look on her face. Contrasted lights and shadows are used to get the eye of the viewer on Minerva's face before we see the whole painting.
Can you tell us more about the symbolism of this painting?
Sure. The sisters are depicted in an activity that isn't part of what was considered important for a girl's education back then. Only women appear on the painting, and as the queen holds the most importance out of all chess pieces, this gives a whole new meaning to the scene. Chess was part of the humanistic education and was considered an excellent intellectual exercise for a human, so showing young girls in this kind of activity is not something that was very frequent.
So we could call it a feminist painting.
Yes, Anguissola's work acts as a celebration of women's accomplishments, talent and intelligence.
Thank you for those explanations, Mrs. Darry. So this concludes our discussion over this work of art, which was chosen not only for its aesthetics, but also for what represents its painter and the painting itself.